All right, so here we are, once again gathered on this day that will forever live in infamy as the greatest American tragedy in United States history since the Civil War. Nah, I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna give you my little quick synopsis on my thoughts and opinions and the evolution of my thoughts and feelings about January 6th since the day that it happened to where we are now. We are on the second anniversary of this devastating tragedy. And, you know, I'm obviously saying this with a tone of sarcasm because I'm downplaying the hyperbolized way that we view the events here, and especially the media, that the way that they like to portray it. And let's go back to that day there, because I'm not going to lie to you that when I saw what was happening in real time, I was personally pretty upset. I am not a Trump fan. I was not a Trump. I never was a Trump fan. And that doesn't mean that I'm a Joe Biden fan. And basically, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. But when I saw the Capitol being invaded, it felt disrespectful as an American citizen. And I was very upset about it. And on that day, with the limited information that was coming out, and of course, the exacerbated information or hyperbolized information that was coming out in the media, it did look pretty bad. It looked like people were attempting to attack the Capitol. Would I say a full-blown insurrection? No. I would have compared it to more of a terrorist attack at the time, if it was going to be a violent situation. And I will be honest to you, in a moment of transparency, at the time when I had seen that the only person who had gotten harmed or killed, at least, should I say, was Ashley Babbitt, I was not upset about that, I will say. I wouldn't say that I necessarily celebrated the death of her. But I definitely did say that, who cares? Like, why was she even there in the first place? And I felt like, at least the Capitol Police were standing up for the grounds. But obviously a lot of different information has come out since that day. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to throw the blame here or there and say that, the way the media portrayed the people was not accurate to how they were behaving, even though that's mostly true. Or the fact that people are sitting rotting in federal prison for the events that happened on that day, while there are so many other things like the Epstein case that are going unresolved here, unaccounted for. I could talk about, Nancy Pelosi's refusal to up the security at the Capitol on the day, even knowing well ahead of time what was going to be taking place at that location. Or Donald Trump encouraging people to protest. I definitely have seen from, the media that came out on that day after the fact that he didn't really incite violence as people would want you to believe. I will say, with certain groups of people, you have to be mindful of the type of rhetoric that you use, because some people are very impressionable, but I don't put full responsibility of that impressionability on the speaker. And I don't really believe from the media that I personally absorbed with my own eyes, ears, and brain that I've witnessed Donald Trump inciting violence on that day. If somebody has some type of information where they're like, this is clearly where it happened, we can definitely have, if you would share that information with me, I would review it without bias, because like I said, I don't really care about any of these people. I care about the American people. I care about a better quality of life for myself in a place where I don't have to have qualms about bringing a child into this world, because I'm not a father yet, but I'm planning on becoming one in the next few years. And I want to make sure that it's a good world to bring my child into. But I say all that to say that we have to stop allowing the media to demonize people on either side in this way, meaning protesters on the left, protesters on the right, until we see organized violence actually happening in a blatant manner, which means not claiming that conservatives are firing at power stations and not claiming that everything that happens on the left is some organized attempt to overthrow or oppress conservatives and Republicans. Because the truth is that a lot of it is, and the truth is that a lot of the people on the right are extreme. Not, I wouldn't even say a lot. A very vocal minority on both sides are extremists who are willing to take this to lengths that the average American could potentially get hurt by, is what I will say. So on days like this, that is what I think about. And I think about myself as an American citizen. And I think about the fact that the only way that we're going to get peace in our own country is if we just stop fighting with each other, quite literally, about pointless things that are not affecting the fact that the price of groceries are going up. I know some people who watch this video, who personally know me, will be critical of, oh, Jordan, that's so crazy that you would say that when you care so much about these, the rampant nature of pedophilia in the LGBTQ community or churches just across the world. That doesn't have anything to do with the direct economy and putting food on our tables. And you're right. I'm not telling you to focus all of your energy on those things, because we have leisure and we have minds that wander and we have our own things that we care about, like pedophilia for me. I'm not telling you to forego those passions. Just be careful in how much you sacrifice standing up for what you believe, that you overstep your mark, go past your mark, and cause harm. That's the only thing that I think of when I think of January 6th on either side. So yeah, have a good rest of your day and enjoy your weekend.